Okay, yes, what is going on? My name is Wita, and today I will be taking you through my initial thoughts on my next save for FM 2018. My new save is going to be with the Danish club Esbjerg, and they're a club that has been like it used to be like a sub-top club in Denmark, and has in recent times, it has fallen down to the second tier of the Danish league system, and we will be in this save we'll be trying to push them back to the top, basically. We're gonna try to see if we can win a title. I know maybe we'll see how long we can go. We're not gonna shoot for European glory, probably not gonna happen, but it's a great save. They have a lot of young prospects, and I'm gonna be like it's gonna be a real challenge. Not much I can tell. So right now in the background, you can see me trying to figure out my squad, looking at what players from the different sets of squads, like from the main squad, the under 18s, the under and the reserves team, and looking at what players fit what positions, what players do I want in my main team, what players do I want to have in my reserves and under 19s, and it's a very good way to start off a save. Just if you're playing with a club where you're not very familiar with the players level in Football Manager, it's a very good way to go about things. Something I picked up by watching a lot of Fox in the Box on Twitch. He does this all the time whenever he starts a new save. He just goes through positions and looks at what types of players does he have at his availability, and what roles can they play, how long they're injured for. That's something we have to take into consideration. Where can they play, where can they not play, are they efficient enough in that roles, are there players you need to sell on, those type of things. So I mean, basically it's a very tough save financially because you don't have any money to work with. I think I got given about 100k UK pounds at the start of the save, but at the time I was already 7 or 6k above my wage budget, which is a big deal. And even after this, I've been selling on a few sell-on clauses and trying to see if I can like save the financial situation a little bit. I still haven't been able to get under 6k above the wage budget. So all the um, all the financial things that you need to get, they are currently, you have to get them from within your club. Like, you don't have any transfer budget. You can probably try and get a few loan-ins in, but there aren't that many great loanees that you can get for free in the Danish clubs, and mainly the Danish first division isn't that high level that you can get prospects from like the Premier League or something like that, and just play them there for free like you can if you're like, let's say you played in Championship, for example, with Fulham or something like that, which I've done recently. Um, so the team itself, it's a very young squad, and the problem is I'm not sure if I've just been unlucky, but I've loaded in with a lot of low determination on my players, which is a really big deal because the squad's average age is like below 24, and I only had like three tutors in the club at the start of the game. Like I haven't been able to like tutor three players from the first team, and it's my main goalkeeper, which is like a really big talent. He has like 33 games for the Danish under 21s team. Is currently on free determination, so I might be looking to ship him off as soon as I can. He's one of my best players, but I can't have a goalie with free determination. It's just not happening. It's a really big deal. Like, it's a big problem if it keeps going on like this. So like one of the main save, like this save is it's a very good save in terms of the fact that you can sort of like build out the youth. You have a lot of very promising players in the team already. And it's something that the club itself actually has done multiple times in real life. Like each like there used to be like a team that tended to maybe shift towards the lower parts of the Danish Super League, and if they got relegated, they would go down, and then they would, instead of buying a new talent for the most part, they would rely on their youth systems, which are actually pretty damn decent. I can't remember if they're like I mean, they're like not excellent, but I think they're good, which is it's very good for like Danish league standards. It's like one of the better youth setups in the league, and they generally like to really like sustain themselves from their own youth talent, and they produce some great players over the years, like Kian Hansen, the Angersen brothers, which you might have heard of. One of them currently playing for the Danish national team and for FC Copenhagen. They're not really that great in terms of like they haven't really like created or like an all-time great player from Denmark or something like that, but they create not enough talent to continuously being like relevant within the Danish scene, and generally speaking with a lot of homegrown players and amongst their starting 11. And it's something I want to replicate with the save. I feel like it's a very, very important thing to utilize these things, especially in the first few years where you don't have enough money. Like you haven't been able, you don't not gonna be able to shift on any big talents for a lot of money at the start of the games and the start saves. Like also, like currently we have our best played player, his best played player in the entire division, but he's on 3k a week. It's kind of just the ideal of like what the financial levels is like at the club. And he's currently injured for 7 months, and he's not even that good. Like he won't even get to start. But I can get him on a lower wage. I even tried, but and I can shift him on because he's injured. He's a guy called Esbjerg who has played for in Belgian football a lot over the last few years, and recently came home and tried to be the savior, but the club still went down, and that's it's sad and all. And also we have a Spanish centre back called Agas who was also injured at the start of the game for like 2 to 3 months, who is also on like 2.3k, which I would like to shift on, but he's for this season alone, he's going to be very important in my team. You can see him come on my screen a few times. I'm not sure how sped up this footage is going to be, because I might be looking to speed this footage up a little bit as we move along. So I want to go into a live segment now. We're going to talk about my preseason, and we're probably going to play our first game of the Danish First Division. So see you all in a second. Alright, so here we are at the overview screen where you can just see a little bit of, if you can see, all these transfers are mainly just they just like trial. There's a trial offers just to get a little bit of an idea of what is on the market in case we can sign anything at any point, because we're gonna have to delve into the free agency market no matter what. So we're just gonna look at the free agents and see what's on the market. These are mainly players I got from my scouting recommendations. So this is what we're gonna be looking at. Let's look at our fixtures right now. So only one loss. We started off with a 4-0 victory against our reserve squad, which was very very nice. Then we lost to Darmstadt. Very good side, Darmstadt, so I'm not really too worried about that. They play a slightly rotated side, so not biggest deal. They'll beat Hildesheim 3-0. Adrian Patre has been an absolute god for me this preseason. 6 goals, 2 assists, like an absolutely amazing. Like for this level of play, he's actually a really really good target man. I'm not playing him as I'm playing him as a deep length forward. I'm playing him as an advanced forward, which is also a good one of his good roles, right? Because he has, besides the acceleration, he is actually a very good player. Like he's 19 years old. He's a guy that they brought in for 450k, so he's a big purchase. Like he's a really big purchase for them. So yeah, it's good memories as well. Like this guy is just an ideal player at this level. He's very physical. He can do a very very good job for us at this level. Then we beat Germany. Well, that was hard to say. Germania Egerstorf 1-0 again. Start to the side. Another staff in this preseason, Emmanuel Oti Zigba, has been okay as well. Like 9 appearances, 4 goals, 2 assists. Very good for him. And then we beat Oberhausen 1-2 as well, which is a pretty decent campaign against here. And then we beat Werder Bremen, even after like we came from behind with a man down for for the duration of our goals, like for our second goal. Very very good side, Werder Bremen. So I'm very happy with this. And then we had a 2 week break between this game and the first game against Nykøbing, which is coming up soonish. So I decided to throw in a friendly at home and just get some more matches in, because basically our main goalkeeper, the guy with free determination I was talking about, he needed a little bit of match fitness. So it was basically just to get him match fit for the game, Thursday's game against Nykøbing FC. So let's see. Okay, we're going straight into the game now, and I'll talk you through the tactic as well when we're in the screen. So we are very big favorites. Like we're pretty big favorites against this Nykøbing side, so it shouldn't be a pretty easy one. We're playing probably the same, like almost the same system. So we have 3 plus injuries. They only have Manson, which is a really good player. So this is the team that we're playing with. We're playing with Jeppe Højbjerg, Nikolaj Haskell. And in our central offense, we would actually really like to have Jeppe Blank. But he broke his cheekbone. He fractured his cheekbone. I could have had him on play with protective equipment, but I wasn't really sure if that was going to be good enough for us. So he's sitting on the bench for now for the next 2 weeks. So up top we're gonna have Adrian Petre with all of them, Emmanuel Otis Sigba, and then Nico Shanat, another Romanian guy. He's pretty decent too. He's a good winger. He's gonna be very crucial for us in this system. And in our midfield third, it's a little bit different from normal because normally you see this being reversed, but I really like the system this way. I used to play this a lot in older FM, so I'm gonna prove it. We have this guy who's like probably my favorite player in the team, who is a guy loaned in from Fiorentina of all places. We're playing 2K of his ways. Like he's better than 1.4 million, so it's not a guy that we were actually ever gonna like get on a full time deal unless they decide to give it to us for free. But he's just very very good. Like he used to play for Sevilla's B team as well and Livorno, so yeah, he's a really good player. I'm playing him as a Segundo Volante, which is actually pretty decent for this level, and he's been doing alright. Like he's been playing for 7.16. Our left back, this is probably our best player, and Jesper Larsen. Jesper Larsen. He's really good, like incredible physicals. Like these physicals are insane. We have him on a 1.5 year long deal still, and he's just incredible for us. Good player. He can play all the way up to the left and all the way to the right. So very nice player to have when he's fit. Centre backs, we're going with Marco Lund, 21-year-old. Obviously, 15 determination, which is really really nice. Like once this guy gets old enough to tutor some players, he is gonna be tutoring away a lot. Like fairly determined, fairly determined personality is really good. Honestly, I would like him to drop dives into tackles, but that's about it. He plays no through balls, which is actually pretty fine, right? Because his passing isn't great. Like his passing is 8, so he's not gonna try any overly offensive balls. He has low flair. Like he doesn't feel need to show off, which is really good for us. And he also marks the opponent title, which is going to be really good because I am playing with the suicide centre backs. If you want to know the reason for this, I would suggest you go watch Fox in the Box's video on dealing with static centre backs, and this is why. And this is just basically what I've taken from his video and applied to my own tactic. I'll leave a link to that video in the description, but I think that you have seen that video by now. At right back, we have Nikolai Helska, really good player again. Can play all over the field again, and really decent fullback who is going to be a big part of our promotional push this season. And go, you already saw Jeppe Højbjerg. So I'm going to look at one like this guy's going to be familiar to a lot of people who've been following the championship. So this is Rudolf Austin. He played for Leeds for 3 years. Really, really good player. He played for Leeds for 3 years. He played a lot for Leeds. Then moved to my team, to Brentford, the team that I follow religiously, and he was actually really good for us, but we decided not to renew him for some reason. I decided not to renew with us, and then he just went on to a division down for no apparent reason. This guy's way too good for playing at this level. And the last but not least, we have Lasha Parunaswili, and I'm gonna give this guy a nickname at some point because that name is absolutely horrendous. But he's a very nice deep lying playmaker to have lying in front of our midfield too. So without much further ado, I'm just going to look at these subs. We're going to have 12 subs in this division, which is actually we're going to have 7 subs. So who the hell? We don't want Jonas Jensen. We want Budo Sidovatsa. Can I ask you to just quick pick? Nah. So let's look at this. I think there's a rule we have to have a goalkeeper on the bench, right? Yeah, we do. Feels bad. We have Mark Bank. We have Emil Angersen can cover both wide backs. Gonna put Matthias Christensen in. William Müller can also play central defender, which is this guy's actually pretty interesting. Not the best defensive stats, but he can play center back as well. So yeah, he's really good. Like just to have as a sub in the later stages of the game. Yuri Javolenko is gonna be our backup striker, but I really need to have Petr Galen on the bench because I need him to be able to cover the wide parts of the field. I think we're just gonna roll with this for now, and hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. Team instructions are very, very simple. We play slightly higher, we pass into space. And we have stand on flexible mentality. Like, this is just a very, very basic tactic that is probably also, like, I've taken kind of a lower league mentality towards this. So hopefully this is going to work. I'm going to submit the team and we're going to go right into the game. Alright, welcome back to Game of the As you can see here, we just look at this. Obviously no faces. I'm not going to be running face packs for now. I'm going to be going with the licensed graphics. So this is that's actually it's lining up very it's basically the same as ours, just with the reverse midfield. So let's look at the team talk. So we're gonna be the favorites for this side. So we're gonna go and say that we're gonna expect a win, and then we're gonna do this. We're gonna go into passion to say that I think there's a lot more to come. And we're gonna have a really good team talk here, which is really nice. So you're just gonna watch us shake hands. This is us. I'm bald in game. I'm not bald in real life. I wear glasses in game, but I don't wear glasses in real life, and I also don't have a red beard in real life. But I just used a randomized avatar. So after a fairly slow start to the game, you have a hype yeah with the kick out, and OT actually gets that down to Petre, and OT is through on goal, and he completely just decides he want to shoot at Thomas Villalson in goal, in opposition goal. So yeah. Okay, I'm playing on comprehensive highlights and we haven't seen anything for 15 minutes. Interesting. OT again. Petra again. He's a little bit alone and this I hate. That's really annoying. We have a really good counter option and in real life that would not be called. Like in real life that would not be called off. And we've just been able to play because also it was a striker who was injured. It wasn't a an actual. Oh my! What? He shoots it up on the freaking. Oof. Okay, Rudolph Austin with the free kick, and he just completely bottles that. Oh, that was such a real chance. I have my head to my hand, really, like holy shit. Okay, Carnat with the Shutino. Austin again. Oh, come on, like, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Keep it together. Keep it together. I mean, we have all the game. I'm really worried because I haven't had a shot on goal yet. All right, that was a shot, but it wasn't on target. So yeah, so Anastu. Oh, okay, it wasn't on target at least. So yeah, we're starting to pick up a lot of stuff here. I might just accidentally threw out my headset, but it happens in the heat of the moment. So Anastu again with the free kick. No question, and we break it. We break it here, which is really good. I'm not sure. We need to be a little bit more aggressive, I guess. Yes, but that's a terrible ball from Lauritsen, but this is annoying. Christensen, Dale, Vauna. Oh, we blocked that well, but we're not being dominant enough here. I think we're gonna have to make some changes tactically. I think we are going to go on a more controlling mentality. We pick up with the first yellow card of the season here for Makolan. And need another free kick. We'll give them a corner. So many set pieces. Is this real life? Come on. Alright, hopefully the next highlight for us is going to be an offensive one. Alright, cannot Petra, but Petra's he should be in the box, cannot, and we need that. Okay, that's fine. We get a corner out of a kind of useless situation. And Paris really, Sorensen, I'm not sure what was going to happen here. We get a free kick, but this has been a very scrappy game so far. This is a team we kind of need to beat. And again, just straight on the Villarsen. Like we're dominating this game in terms of shots and target, etc. They have a little bit more possession, but we convert one of these shots to something that would be great. Powerless really again. Cannot. He needs to find a pass. OT, and he just throws it over the goal. Like there's nothing I can do about this. Holy shit. All right, Powerless really. Cannot. He gets the cross in, but it doesn't work too much, sadly. All right. We get a free kick, and the guy's probably going to pick up a yellow card. Yeah, this is good for us. Oh, he got to the Miggeldale, apparently is his name. Austin. And again, just doesn't equip, it doesn't really get to mean anything. Chitino cannot, again, and he just loses the ball, doesn't get let's get the push. It needs to be picked up by OT, there's Petre. And he should, oh, that was annoying. He should have been able to look for the pass to OT there instead. Alright, so Vibor is also a good start for them as well. This is annoying. The thing is that the team isn't very good, so we don't have a lot of options on the bench to really do much. Alright, so last position, 1 position, yeah. Dressing room, we're gonna start off by slamming them because I'm not happy with that performance at all. Like, they've been playing absolute garbage. This is like where I would like to have Anastai not injured. But yeah, like, Margolin's been playing like an absolute piece of, like an absolute trash can, but I can't really do anything because I don't have anyone on the bench to really. I would rather not have to use William Miller, but it might be my last piece. Like, it might be like the last thing I'll need to do. Dribble more like the ball. The channels. Get further forward. To just show, I need him to break up the more. I need him to shoot more. Need him to get further forward, and need him to make. Like, he needs to aim his crosses into the center. So I think this is what we're gonna do for now, and hopefully this will work. But I kind of have a feeling we're gonna lose this game 1-0. I can just sense it in the air. Alright, so good tackle by Haleskær. So what's we really gonna do here? Like, this is I'm not really happy about this because it's gonna be the first shot on target for the entire game, and they're gonna score. I just feel it's one of those. It's just one of those games. All right. Okay. OT. He finds Petre, but he makes a very bad touch, but somehow still manages to get the ball with him. Good pass from Otai, and then we need to get this ball to the back post, and Niku Kana, and that's 1-0. Assist by Adrian Peter. The Romanian connection, I need to find a better name for that. The Romanian connection just doesn't work. There must be like the runaway Romanians. I don't know. We'll find some. We'll figure out something out. But that's a great goal. Great pass from Petra, and that's just incredible for us. So we're gonna go back to a counter-attacking mentality, but we're gonna adopt a more fluid approach. And now we should be looking good. Like, getting away to like 1-0 against Newcoming FC away from home isn't the worst thing in the world. Right now we just need to make sure that we actually keep it like this and they don't score. Like, they still haven't had a shot on target for this entire game, and like, it's just like one of those games where the first shot on target from the enemy team. I've been playing way too many other games, but from the opposition, generally speaking, tends to go in, and we don't want that to happen. So it's anyone now that we need to pick out because of their weak performance. See, I would really like to get Marco Lund off, but I'm not sure if William Miller is actually going to be good enough in that slot to like get the goals, etc. So, but I think that we are going to take off Marco Lund. He's wearing a yellow card. He's a hazard in his current position right now. So we're also going to put in Shitino here, I think. I'm gonna put him blank. Like, he isn't the greatest player in the world, but like, he doesn't really play. He doesn't play defensive midfield at all. I think I've been training him to do it, right? No, it's not him. I've been playing someone to get better at defensive midfielder, so he can play the Segundo Volante role. But you're making the two changes here. I could push him up to central midfield actually, but that would leave us sort of exposed, I think. But I think that might be what we're going to do. To see him on automatic, we're just going to use him as a ball-winning midfielder here. We have double ball-winning midfielders, which is not the best thing in the world. I could play him as a boxer, but I'm going to play him as a boxer. I'm actually going to play him as a central midfielder automatic. What is it that the automatic role does? Will automatic do that? So it shifts between defense and potato and coach and match strategy. Okay, cool. So he's going to be in more defensive role right now. Okay, I don't like this. A weak kick from Esbjerg gets picked off by Nykøbing, and we need to get. Who's this? No, 21. Who is 21? That's blank. He needs to be closed down more because he's not applying enough pressure. We need him to close down much more. We need him mark tighter, shoot less often, fewer risky passes, and hold his position. And you can send him to tackle harder. He's not carrying a yellow card. Okay, and then we need to confirm those changes. So we're off to what looks like to be a really good start here. We're gonna go with Esbjerg because we're right back on the bench in Emil Angersen. So get Emil Angersen on there and make sure that this yellow card doesn't turn into a red. Then they're coming forward again. Brink, then you see he's much more aggressive now, which is really good. Before we let the ball slide, I know we get a corner of it. It's just great because it wastes a lot of time and gives us a chance to close this game to 2-0. Kana with a great corner for William Miller, but he doesn't get it. OT needs to close it down this ball down. Austin, Persian with William Miller again. Austin, OT, Sorensen, Brink, Petre. No, we need to get the ball. They got it clear, but we could have been applying a lot more pressure if we really want to. So in the closer stages of the game, I feel like we should a bit of what the tactic does, like in terms of just applies a lot of pressure. Right, does get the ball greatly here, and he can still chase down the ball, but Bunde is probably going to get to it first. Janssen, Angersen with a great breakthrough. OT, is it going to be 2-0? No, yes it is going to be 2-0, but there's no second assist for Petra this game, sadly, but this is great. 2-0 is way more acceptable than 1-0. See, this pass from Petra is actually insane, and then he needs to finish this like at first, but Villarsen with a great save. So this should be game. This should be game. Like I think this is gonna be the victory. It's like at least like 4 minutes left or something, but I don't think that they're gonna be able to score 2 more goals on us. Our defense has been pretty good in the preseason. We haven't had a lot of clean sheets. We've been playing against pretty tough opponents, and we have, you know, Leonel in like what? Wait, that's 5 minutes of extra time. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Miller, Petri actually gets a good clearance there, Kana, and we get yet another corner. This is gonna be like our fifth corner of the game or something like that, maybe even more. So Kana here is he's in a great position. He gets the ball in, but no, nothing happens here. So Christensen, Dua, is they gonna get a consolation goal? Doesn't look like it, and we're gonna be off to a flyer here. Mangerson managed to pick up a yellow card as he was being subbed off from a guy because the guy had a yellow card, but who cares? Petra here finds my blank again, and Austin Paranus really, and I mean, I don't know. That's it. That is the full-time whistle, and we're gonna go into team talk now, and we're gonna be looking at a few match stats, and then we're probably gonna end the video. Nothing. Are you actually serious? Not a freaking reaction. Passionately, its performance there was very good. Only one guy looks fired up, or they definitely don't agree with me. That's sad. That's actually sad. Oh well, so I'm just gonna look at the upcoming fixture. So we're gonna be playing Violent, what's supposed to be gonna be a top match. I'm not gonna bring it to you this episode. I'm gonna go all the way to this game against Hopiker, which is also a former Superliga side, and we're gonna be out of touch with them, and I'll be giving you a transfer into a roundup. I mean, we can look at it right now, and to be honest, nothing has happened. Literally nothing has happened. It's boring, I know. I mean, player trials, but no actual transfers. So, without much further ado, hopefully the episode 2 will be coming out shortly. Hopefully I'll actually have my new mic by then. So, yeah, we'll see. Cheers. Bye. My name is Wheeler.